Hello and welcome back to Warrior Moms. I am Michele, Carter's mom.
And I'm Amy, Alex's mom, and it's just the two of us today.
It is. Hi, glad to see you.
I know.
It's been a while since we were apart, so it's always fun to be back together.
It's always fun to be back together.
Yeah.
And I've been MIA in my brain and all that kind of stuff. It's just,
well, our lives, get crazy busy at different points. And
then you also go into that fog moment, and I always do it. It's March, here we're in March.
Yes.
And it's Alex's birthday month. Mm-hmm. And I told you that, I go in I don't want to call it a state of depression, but a state of
sadness
and just fogginess and everything from March straight through till May.
And it's like muscle and emotional memory.
It is.
It's like you're back in it, and it's not as sharp, but you're there still.
You're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
It's just weird, especially, and I've always wondered, why is the birthday the hardest day of the year for me? And it is. Mm-hmm. Like I say to everybody, the birthday is the hardest day of the year. And I think it's because that was his day.
Yes.
It was only his day.
Yeah.
Christmas, you got other people.
Yeah, you make them feel so special that particular day.
Yes.
Right.
And that's what, we always still to this day. I mean, for, Layla now helps make it special. But, we put crepe paper and balloons and banners. And, we're just, none of it matches. And we just,
right.
Just to make it fun.
Yes, exactly.
And I did it since Alec was little, and it's just something we've always done.
Right? And that's what we want to talk about today is birthdays.
Yeah.
It's March, and it's Alex's
birthday month.
It's
coming up on Pi Day, March 14th.
14,
Pi Day.
Yes. And I think it's important for, listeners just to hear. I think all of us Warrior Moms do vastly different things.
Oh, some celebrate big, some don't at all.
Right. And I think it's just fun to hear, this will be a podcast topic I would guess we'll come back to many times over, just because there's so many new things that I hear that somebody does. And I'm like, that is just the best,
Yes. Christy that we had on a few episodes, a few weeks ago, she, I went one year, so she said that Ashley was a big equestrian or whatever.
Right.
They planted a tree at Wills Park, and so it's still growing. But every year they meet at Ashley's tree and give out pink donuts.
Oh, that is just darling.
It's her favorite thing. So they just
and simple and beautiful.
Simple, beautiful.
The tree's still growing, and they meet up to
and she continues to grow
celebrate
every
Ashley.
Year. Yes. And it's, it's always fun. Pink donuts.
I love it. So. Well, let's start with Alex. What are you doing? Like, how do you, of course, you said this is such a sad month, and yet I also know the other side of you make such a joyful event too. So tell us about that. On his actual
birthday. So his first actual birthday was on a weekend. Or the first birthday after his passing was on a weekend. So my whole family came up. Jeff's family came up. We spent the night. We had, we let go of balloons. Like, we wrote notes on the balloons and let go of them. And yes, I know that the birds might get it and all this kind of stuff. But
it's what you did. Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's our way. And the kids, like Layla, when she was younger, she would draw pictures. Mm-hmm. And then now she's writing notes. And
I love
everybody just kind of writes a note.
Mm-hmm. And so still, that's what you...
Still we do it. And Layla won't let it go. If it's, I think last year it was just me, Layla, Jeff, and Chase. It was just the four of us back at the house after we went out to dinner at Mellow Mushroom, because that's the last place that we ate. So we always have pizza on his birthday. So like I said, it's,
and that's fun that it's Pi Day too.
It's fun that it's Pi Day. Yes. So we all, like I said, we just go out for pizza, and friends will send pictures of, we ate pizza for Alec. And this, that, and other. So it's, it's simple.
Simple but important.
Simple but important. And then we throw them a big birthday party, the pizza party.
Yeah.
On another day, and that's more to raise awareness and stuff like that about addiction. But that is important to me because it is not to make his death meaningful, but to make it purpose in the pain. Pain in the purpose. What
Purpose in the pain.
Purpose in the pain. That's my way of
I love that phrase.
helping.
Yes. Tell me about that big birthday party. So you have a small, intimate family one, and then what's this other one? So you said it's focused on addiction awareness, but it's a big party. What do you do?
Oh, it's a huge party. So we so this year it'll actually be in April. It'll actually be April 14th. Isn't that fun? It's on a Sunday. We go in downtown Crabapple, and we give out pizza. We have pizza and cake, and we have games and
music
and blow-ups, and it's just tons of fun. Crafts for kids, so it's a family-friendly event, and we're there to raise awareness about addiction. Support men in recovery, because we have the foundation Tea and Cake Addiction Recovery, which supports men after they come out of treatment at No Longer Bound. It helps to, they get out and they don't have a ton of money because they've spent a year. They probably drank it all away before they went there, and then they come out and they're starting over.
Yeah,
and it's a support,
they need that help. Yeah.
It's a support group for them. But
what year after Alex passing did you start that bigger party?
We did it the first one in 2021 because 2020 was 2020.
Yeah,
and then 2021 was our first one. So this is our fourth annual.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. How did that focus help you kind of add some, levity, lightness to this month?
It gave me something to look forward to.
And you're a party planner, so that was that helped. I think,
and I think that was kind of the biggest thing because I had to start planning. The first year I started planning like in November, and so it gave me something to do, something to look forward to. And I found out that every time I would call to, like the blow up inflatable place or the balloon place or anything, everybody had a connection to someone that was either an addict or that had died from addiction.
Wow.
And it touches everybody, whether you want to.
And people are so quiet about it, and that's so important to.
It is so quiet and it's shameful.
Share, yes,
it's very shameful, and especially for parents and our community. Our community needs to talk about addiction.
And I love that you make it so joyful.
Yes.
You had talked to me about, bring my daughter and her friends, that it's good for kids to hear about the education side of it, but then also to see that there is, it isn't this horrible dark cloud always, right?
Well, and that's what, we talk about how we live alone in this world of child loss.
Yes.
Addiction is the same. Being the parent of an addict is the same way. You live in a world of isolation a lot.
Yes.
And so my hope in doing this is to connect people that are in recovery.
Right.
To connect parents with other parents that are living a secret life. They're living two lives. They're
absolutely.
Have the happy face outside, and then on the inside of their house,
they're just broken.
They're praying that their kid doesn't steal their debit card.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
They're sleeping with the doors locked and stuff like that. So, anyway, that's my hope. And I try to do it in a fun way that brings people out.
And connects to Alex's spirit, too, of his love for adventure.
And it's one of those things where, I'm a suburban mom. I'm just like everybody else. But yet my child was an addict and people didn't know it when I was in the midst of it.
Right. Yeah.
And we have to talk about it. And we're trying to take the shame away. And I get to talk about my baby.
Yes.
And I do love a big party. And he hates it. He's up there going, I hate parties. So, of course, it's raining or it's cloudy or it's windy or, the weather is never perfect, but that's okay. We do it rain or shine because life's not perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we have to get out of bed and work, do our world. Day in and day out, rain or shine. So, rain or shine, we are there.
You were there.
Every time.
I love that.
I know, but it's not just about, but everybody does.
Yeah.
A lot of different things.
I know you were talking to Courtney about something that she does for Miller. Remind me again. It was so cute. I hadn't heard that.
I know. She drops a dino. She goes, we drop a dino. And I was like, what? So, Miller loved dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And so she said that they take a dinosaur.
Like a little toy dinosaur.
And just leave it somewhere. And I think they did it at UGA one year, and they also take their newest edition, Brewer. They'll take him somewhere new, somewhere that Miller never got the chance to go.
Oh my gosh.
And so
I love that.
I know. And so that is an honor. And that, so they're doing it on his birthday. They're making a point for his birthday to be special.
Yes.
And that's where I think that's the biggest thing is you've got to figure out what
feels right for you and your
Yes.
family. And
you're
I know
not-
Allison told us, like they like to have it more intimate and their family, and they make
his own favorite dinner,
yes.
they make cake, and
right.
And it's you have to figure out what's and I know that we all want to celebrate our children. That's where it is. We celebrate their life,
right, and it is painful, right?
It is
I mean, we don't want to.
And I definitely I ugly cry on his birthday.
Yes.
I make a point. I'm working in the yard. In years past, we've planted a big tree, a tree in the yard, because I'm a gardener. That's my therapy.
Yes.
So I always make a point. I'm in the yard on his birthday in Alex's garden, spending time with him, and I always ugly cry on that day. Just so you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Even
it's just
though
going to come.
Yeah, the morning I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like this is a great day.
Yeah.
And then, but at some point, no matter how
It
good
will
it is,
come.
It comes.
And I think food and celebrating our children, for listeners, if you're wondering what to do, that's an easy thing to think about. Even if it's just simple as, for our son, Carter loved Airheads was one of the things that he loved. And, just doing something simple as, buying a bunch of candy and giving it to friends and family that day.
I heard of somebody that they give out Subway gift cards.
Oh, cute. Yes.
And
what a great idea.
I know. You just go to the store and just like, here you go. Or maybe, I don't know where, Just,
yeah. And who is the other one? Kathy Marie was telling us online that they go out for
books.
Mexican.
They go out for So, but also
margaritas.
Mexican and margaritas. Yes. And then, but they also do books at take books and donate to a school the week of her birthday.
Gosh, I love that too.
And we go to No Longer Bound and feed them pizzas.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Something I think it's so true of all of us warrior moms is this internal desire to give to others.
To live outward.
Live outward. That's
Yes.
such a great way to say that, Amy. Yes. And we see our children in like the joy of giving pizza to those guys
Yes.
at No Longer Bound,
Yes. Or the books for the children at the schools.
Right. I mean, I think that's really important just to think about what's, it doesn't have to be big, but what's something in a small way that you can gift in a way, share, but gift that.
It doesn't even have to be a gift,
Right.
a nominal amount or anything.
No.
It can just be going
Well,
and
like
hanging out.
Airheads, right?
Well,
But it's,
and I know Lisa, like they have a playground. They donated a playground at No Longer Bound.
wow.
And
yes.
so they go and take Keaton's nieces and nephews
I love
and they
that.
play on the playground at No Longer Bound
It's precious.
for Keaton's birthday.
Yeah.
And
that's what we try to do is find something that Carter would love to do. And he was a kid who lived all in and really didn't seem to worry about risks. So that's a little challenging sometimes, but it's fun to think about what can we do or experience
y'all
that
are all adventurers.
that would, try to find something that's fun that we think he would love to
And do
join
it as
in
a
and do.
family.
Yeah.
Yes.
And do it as a family. Yeah.
Y'all do something different every year, don't
We
you?
do, yeah. It's hard because our, core family is spread all over the U.S. So we've here in Atlanta, South Dakota, and then in Washington. We have Michigan and Colorado. I mean, we're just all spread all over. And so it's really hard to do something kind of annually. And all of us do separate
your own things.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, one of these times we're like, we have to all be together. The first year we actually went on it was the last hike that I went on with Carter. And we went up to Poet's Table and it was Carter's friends and family and our friends and family, some of his teachers. I mean, it was just beautiful. And we all hiked up there, had birthday cake at the top at Poet's Table, and made T-shirts and cried our eyes out. But and it was all together.
Oh, and that reminds me of Valerie. Every year they go at sunrise. Mm-hmm. They hike Stone Mountain.
Oh, that's
at sunrise, because that was Hallie's favorite thing to do.
Oh gosh, I love that.
I mean, that's dedicated. That's true love for your child to wake up that early and climb that mountain.
Yes. Well, that's like Poet's Table. It's equivalent. It's like... it's a hike for sure. But it's so worth it to do something in their honor.
That is just to take that moment and just reflect.
Yeah.
And appreciate.
Yeah.
And honor.
Exactly. And I think, I remember talking to kind of a new mom in this journey, and like the pressure she was feeling about coming up with what's the perfect sort of birthday thing.
Yes.
And I just want to say out loud that, take that off your plate if you can.
Oh my gosh.
And it can change. Like for us, it changes every year.
And the first year it might be a big birthday party with all your family, and then the next year it doesn't have to be.
Right. Yes.
It does not have to be something monumental.
Right. And I think that's important to remember. We hear that when we talk with our moms, is give yourself grace.
I remember Deal talking with her about it one year. Like, last year we did this, and I just don't know what we're going to do this year. And that was kind of the
pressure.
The message was, you don't have to.
Right.
You are not dishonoring your son.
No.
Or your daughter.
Right. Right. And it's just finding that quiet space. I do know, like, my husband is more introverted. And so for him, having kind of a big party is sort of that pressure. But he's also not done something, like when he was in residency. And there is then this sadness, this missing. And even if it's like, opening, like their favorite drink, whatever that is, and thinking of them in honor of that, but just carving space in your child's birthday day
to do something
for
you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm glad we talked about this.
Yes, good to see you.
Birthdays are always a big thing, like you said. A lot of people put a lot of pressure on themselves.
Yes, and that's I think that's our biggest message: to find something to do. One.
Yes.
But give yourself grace. It doesn't have to be giant. And it can be. It doesn't have to be.
No.
Yes. Well, thanks for joining us, y'all. And until next time.
Until next time.
Bye.